Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about season 1 episode 3 of High School Musical the series, the Wonder Studies. It's been a minute. I understand college is not for the weak. Okay, so this episode it's been such a long time that honestly I was going to just like watch the whole thing and then just give my synopsis that way, especially since season 2 just came out. And then I was like, no, because I was like 30 seconds in and I was busting out laughing. So I was like, no, it's gonna get its own episode. Also, I know there's stuff down the line that I'm gonna want to dedicate its own time to, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna Kenny JD this thing and go scene by scene. I'm really having technical difficulties. I just wanted to turn the damn sound down. Okay, we're gonna turn the sound off. Why? Because copyright's a bitch and I'm not doing it. So there's the recap of Medina. Yeah. It just looked great. We'll start with Carlos since he's the first one that's introduced here. So I love him. He's great. I think I said that in the last ones. Like, he hasn't done anything that would make me not like him. His connection with Miss Jen is a little too tight, but nothing obsessive. And then that teacher, who I'll get into later, he might be next because he prison electric chair jail. That black teacher who I'm actually going to read for filth later, I will say he didn't need to be standing up for Miss Jen that much because it's like, this is teacher business, but how that teacher responded to him is very immature. Like grow up, please. So that was that, but I think it's the stagehand. He's doing a good job and he's overall a very good character, so I like him. He just wants the show to go well. Like, I think I said that before, like, he was stressed. EJ, okay. EJ, actually his cousin, whose name I can't remember, sorry. The jacket she's got on in this car scene is not good. It's got like 1,000 patches on it. It looks like a Girl Scout troop uniform. It's not what I want. I want to say, okay, she's in high school, so it's okay. So if she's like a junior or sophomore, I'm gonna let this go. She's senior now. Anyway, she's fine. She didn't really do anything. I mean, she always tried to make sure EJ did the right thing. She was honest with him about that song, which we will get to next because EJ is the next person we'll be talking about. Yeah, she was honest with him about that song. She wasn't honest enough. Let's actually get into that. But you know, she was like, give the phone back. Stop looking through her stuff. Don't listen to that voicemail. It's giving very you know what? We'll get into that when I was gonna say sex education. But we'll get into that on EJ's turn. So I mean, she didn't do anything egregious, nothing crazy. I love that she said she had to study. Like, please leave me alone. Now, I can't write a freaking song for you. This isn't to all the boys with that damn poem. Like, no, write your own stuff. I'll give you the backtrack, but you need to. I didn't snoop. You did. Well, technically, she did watch the archive videos. Slightly an accomplice. There was some point where she said hashtag complicit. I wish that never happened. I don't like hashtagging those words. I use it ironically, but not enough to put in a show. Like, the people who wrote this are a little up in the years. You can sort of kind of tell. Anyway, next, EJ. I don't know how the show wants me to feel about EJ. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, he steals her shit, so it's like, okay, we hate you. We don't like you. And then it's like, Ricky punched him in the face. So I'm like, okay, does the show not like him? Like, I don't know what the show wants me to feel, but regardless, I'm gonna say how I feel. EJ's a piece of shit. I'm really not a fan. I'm not an EJ fan at all. This isn't like this huge pro Ricky thing. Granted, I like Ricky, but it's not why I don't like EJ. I don't think the show wants me to like EJ because he stole her stuff, went through her stuff, deleted the voicemail, and when I tell you I got genuine triggered by that sex education scene, like the very last scene in season 2, my blood was boiling. Like, I really had to pause because I'm so tired of people doing that. If they're not meant to be together, if this person is really meant to be with you, then this confession of love or this whatever shouldn't stop that. And if you have to delete something, if you have to be a huge roadblock in between these other two people's communication or whatever, sounds like they're not meant to be with you. Sorry, your life sucks. It's really not my fault. Like, I hate, like, I'm tired of this little deleted voicemail trope. The industry, delete it. Delete that. I'm tired of, I really can't handle this, guys. Like, I really got, like, you can see it in me. I'm flaring up. I can't handle, I hate the voicemail thing. Oh, I didn't mention my new background. I'm in my apartment at school, you know, college tings. I'm a graduate now, great. We'll get into that 10 videos from now, but anyway, it really triggered me for that whole sex education scene. I really didn't like it. I hate him deleting it. It was just really, really annoying. It's like, I'm so tired of these people like really taking their time to send these heartfelt messages just for the shit to get deleted. Now granted, if you have an iPhone, there's a deleted messages folder, but like who really looks in that? Like I look in that folder like once a year, maybe twice if I just to make sure I didn't accidentally delete something, but everybody's not like me, so she might not look. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I mean, I guess I do know, I just finished the episode. So regardless, you know, and he had plenty of opportunities to tell her, and then there was the whole like, oh, you know, he was like stealing is it you, because you could see he was about to say you're better than me when she was talking about the stealing or raw, which I'm like, okay, you know, that scene actually, that whole hidden in the library, her confessing she stole Gina's shoes thing, that scene was uncomfortable to watch. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know what it is, but it was like just knowing that she's confessing to the person who stole her stuff, that she stole somebody else's stuff, and then him low-key gaslighting her about it. You know, it's like, oh, I don't know, I don't think gaslighting is the right word, but it's like being the person who actually stole her stuff is weird. He was convincing her to take her Gina's stuff back, but still. When I say a lot of the her, I'm talking about Nicole. If you're new to this, I call Nene Nicole because I'm not a mega fan of the name Nene. I just don't believe her parents named her that. I don't think we should put that on the lesbians. I don't think they did that. Yeah, I don't think we should assume because they're lesbians, they just named their child Nene. I think it's kind of rude. So, next. Not next. That song was garbage. That song EJ wrote, like, 2 seconds in, I was like, well, this is ass. This isn't good. This isn't what the people want. This isn't what Nicole wants. Look at me. I'm slipping. It's been too long. The song was awful, and then it was like, it was too theatrical for the situation. I'm like, just sing the damn song. It wasn't good. I will say I chuckled a little, and he was like, girl, girl, give me a break. I laughed. It was the only shining moment for EJ for me this entire freaking episode, and this is a pretty lengthy one, relatively speaking. Not really, it's the same, but whatever. It felt long because I haven't seen this in forever. I wasn't a fan of that, of the song. I was really glad when that ball hit him in the face, but I was also like, are you serious? Y'all been throwing this ball just as hard this whole time. All of a sudden you got butterfingers. And am I supposed to feel sorry for you? That was another thing. It's like that he got hit in the face with the ball, which he deserved. But then it's like, does the show want me to give him sympathy? I don't know. My voice just went out. I don't know. He doesn't have any for me. And at the very end, I'm really glad that Ricky like confronted Nicole about, I think I can say Nene now. I'm not coming around, but I just don't want to confuse anybody. Whatever, hopefully this isn't your first one, you know, I'm calling Shorty Nicole. Whatever, I'm calling her Nicole. I have a friend named Nicole, love her to death, so Nicole. I'm glad he was like, hey, like, you know, what he said about the voicemail, like, hey, you know, I just prefer if you didn't share with people. I thought we were better than that, rah, rah. So we'll see how that gets resolved in episode 4. I won't have a fat cliffhanger like with sex education. Anyway, I'm not mad. I might seem mad, it's because I am. Next characters, please. Okay, the voicemail. Or, not the voicemail, Ricky. Ricky was pretty blasé this episode. Like, he wasn't bland. He was just, like, there. You know, he didn't have much to do. He was talking about, I thought we had a moment after you and Ashlyn, that's the cousin's name, haha, sang that song. And I'm like, well, I think you guys just looked at each other. I didn't really call it a moment. You should have told her congratulations. Not congratulations. You should have told her good job right then and there. The moment has passed. If you were going to have one, but you didn't, because you didn't. You didn't. Ricky, I'm really sorry about it. His best friend is hilarious. Big Red, we'll get to him. And well, he doesn't do much, so we'll fit him in right here. Big Red, you know, and he was just, his advice is pretty much always good. He's like, you know what, just chill out. Just do the play well. Like, you know, that's what Nicole cares about, so just do the play well. And you'll be pretty golden in her eyes, relatively speaking. Like, don't try to interfere with the relationship. Just do the play well. The friendship might re-blossom naturally. Just whatever. Good advice. Love Big Red. He's also High School Musical stan on the low. He's in the closet stan, so I have to love, well, being in the closet for it isn't really cute, but you know, he's a stan. Gotta love him for that. Back to Ricky. So yeah, he had that. He was watching Gina a little hard. She was dancing. Everybody was watching. He was watching. Eyes were pretty glued. Next. What can I say? I was expecting a little more. Ricky, Gina on this episode. It's fine. I'll wait. I'm patient. I've waited this long. I can wait. Ricky. Yeah, pretty absent this episode, alright. Like, he was here, you know what I mean? He was here, but, you know. Was he, though? Nicole. Nicole. Again, this was like a weird episode for characters, because it's like everything and nothing happened. Like, I remember cracking up. Some of these zoom-ins are funny. Some of them are extremely overused. Like, there are moments where zoom-ins are like really funny because it, like, when you're just looking at somebody's face, like, it really helps enhance it. Like, there's a scene with Nicole and her friend where she's first telling her that she stole Gina's shoes, and that she thought Gina stole her phone, and she was like going over that 6 list thing of like what to do about it, and stealing was on the bottom list, and then she was like, haha, too late, I already stole. But when she was like, you may want to sit down for this, and she was in my position basically right now, like sitting right here on her bed, and the zoom in for that was like really funny. So like, they have funny zoom ins, but sometimes I'm like, what did you accidentally press the zoom in button? Because this wasn't a zoom in moment. It actually made it less funny because you zoomed in on this moment. Tea on that. Nicole, she did become a little klepto with all of the thievery. It was a lot. It was one phone. Once you stole the shoes, that was pretty okay. I don't like that they really made her blacklisted from a thief. She was like this, and the iPad. We've got to stop the electronics. We've got to give it a rest. We've got to, because it's not what we do. That we go in a jail line was a bit unnecessary. You know, for me, it was a bit unnecessary. It just was like, why did she have to say it, just like, why did she say, you're not going to jail, just return the shit. Worst case scenario, you're out of the show. Maybe suspended, I guess it's stealing, but you're not going to jail. It was just a stupid thing to say. So I know they wanted it to be funny, but like, her delivery wasn't that well, and I just didn't want to hear it. Okay. Nicole, another reason that library scene, like, she was like, gushing on your boyfriend is fine. And maybe it's because we knew EJ's intentions, that her just gushing on him in that moment was weird. I don't know if it's because you're a senior, or if it's just because blah blah blah, and like you're 12-pack, but you're just a great guy. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, why am I here? It was very uncomfortable for me to watch. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Not at all. So that scene was just weird. That's not really it for Nicole for me. Yeah, her and her friend are kleptos. Bad. And then, but the whole thing about not being not a patsy. I think she said a doormat to Gina. I was proud of her for standing up for herself, but it's like, you should stand up for yourself when you're not returning like 30 items that you stole. Because you're not painted in the best light right now, sister. I'm not putting more on. Don't judge me. I'm like flattening it out. Oh, there was more on here. I lied. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Okay. Beauty supply store gloss, baby. Yeah, not much happened. Okay, the EJ song, let's backtrack. Is that on the soundtrack, guys? That's gross. That song was terrible. Who would want that? It's not completed, so part of me wants to think no. Like, it's not like the song that Nicole and Ashlyn sang. It's not like their new versions of the High School Musical songs. Like, it was unfinished and choppy. Like, is that actually on I'm not gonna look. Because who is downloading that? I'd rather download, like, the worst Glee cover than this. That was not a good song. Like, the song was ass. Okay. Been over Nicole, been over Ricky, been over the black best friend. I didn't really go over her, but she was in like 2 scenes and she was stealing, so. Miss Jen. Gina, sure. Gina, actually. We'll do the teachers last. Gina was fine this episode. I mean, it's like she set the bait for the stealing, but she didn't really do it. That dance was perfect at the beginning. I was literally sitting there and it's like, I knew that Nicole was in the scene. I was like, she can't do this. But you know who can? You know who can? Yeah, I love Gina. She's semi a thief and a little messy, but aren't we all? Maybe not the thief part, but we're all a little messy. And talented, messy and talented. What a duo, what a combination. What a set of features. Like, what's on me? Okay, so there was the jab regarding the outfits. Let's get into that. That was most of what she even did. So, like, she did the dance, she went to go teach it to her, and she was so stupid about how she was going about it. I'm like, girl, you know, she don't know what you're talking about. You're going fast. You know what High School Musical did the dance alongs. They did it a little slow at first, you know. I almost clapped prematurely. Don't get on me. It's been a minute. Yeah, like, no, slow it down. I'm assuming eventually she did, but it's also Gina, so who knows. And then the whole thing with the outfit. So she said, you know, like, hey, I love mine, but make her pop out a little bit because she might get, like, drawn out. So there was, like, it wasn't a backhanded yes, it was. That is the word. It was a backhanded compliment. It was like calling her a weak actress, but also saying she needs to be the one to stand out. Now, I don't know if giving her bright color is sabotage or not. I didn't think it was. It wasn't even a bright color. She just said give her something that's gonna stand out in the scene. So I don't know if that's saboteur or not. Saboteur, who am I? That would be her. She would be the saboteur. I don't know if that's sabotage or not, but it was definitely a backhanded compliment. It's like, she is Gabriella, so she is the one who needs to stand out, but then it was like saying she was gonna need it more because she's a weak actress. You know, it was like, it was one of those things that I think personally, and maybe I would push over, but I think I would have let it go. Sorry, I really want my necklace to show, but life isn't really working out that way. Yeah, I don't know how I would have taken that. I mean, I'm telling you now, I guess I wouldn't have thought it was that big of a deal. I would have been like, yeah, my outfit does need to pop. Thanks, sister. Thanks, sister. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. And after she left the room, would put her damn shoes back on the table, which Nicole might have done. I don't know. So that was Gina. She didn't really do much this episode. No one did. I feel like everything and nothing happened. Miss Jen is fine. Okay, she lied about being in the movie. I think we already all knew that. I don't know, it's shocking to everybody. I still don't know if her and this teacher are getting together. That was my assumption. I think I said in the first or second video. It might still happen. I don't know. He was half happy, half not that they were singing well at the end. His attack on Carlos was so unbelievably ew for like an educator, because she called them her students and he was like, oh, you have students, or blah, blah, blah. Like, they're her kids. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, let's actually get into him. I would like to applaud whoever's in charge of the black women. You know, best friend stays with a perfect twist out, braid out. I don't know which one it is. Wash and go. I don't know which one it is. I'm not paying that much attention. I know it looks good. I know Miss Gina looks good. I don't know who's in charge of the black man. There's like one. He looks terrible. He looks actually awful. He looks like he's doing it himself, or his real life son is doing it or something. Like real life 5-year-old son. Between this mustache, this cut with the thing, it's not the right proportions. Like, have you seen a black man before? You filmed these scenes, you let him walk onto set and set action and looked either through the camera or clear at the actors and said, this works. He looks fine. And I get it, he's not a kid main character, or he's not Miss Jen, but you've got him in hella scenes, so let's. Now granted, season 2 has already been out and I got this analysis out late, so season 2 is great and they do a season 3. Somebody watch this beforehand, because I can't let him look like this again. If he's even in season 2, I don't know, but I can't, guys. He looks so terrible, and the fact that he had the nerve to even be bothering Miss Jen. He was over here like, oh, 4 of my kids dropped out of robotics to be in the play. Sounds like they're not interested. And it's like it's piggybacking on the comment from the voicemail thing. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. If they ditch you so fast to go do this other thing, they weren't meant to do this thing. It's not saying STEM isn't important, but we also need to not shit on the arts. So, because we go to the movies, we watch TV shows, we need actors. We love and hate when certain actors are just constantly getting recycled. So the only way for them not to be all like recycled all the time is for there to be new The only way for us not to hate new actors is for them to have experience, like for them to practice somewhere. If that's these kids' passion, if they're really leaving a robotics championship to go to the theater, they really actually didn't want to be in robotics club to begin with. Because the people I know that were in robotics club are very passionate about robotics club. So if they left that swiftly, they either didn't like you or weren't as passionate as you thought they were. Sounds like your club sucks. Sounds like your club sucks, okay? He's such a washout theater kid, it shows. Like, I really need them to just hurry up and get to that, because I'm really tired of it. Like, and it's really bad representation for theater kids who, like, aren't super famous. And I love what Miss Jen said. She's like, I'm not doing this for the kids that are going to be big stars. I'm doing it for the kids that aren't, and that just want to do this. They want to have fun. They, after a long day of school, they still come here and give this their all. And y'all know I couldn't stand Miss Jen. She was just too much. Actually, no, I loved her with that one little kumbaya thing, I think, in episode 1 or 2. That was perfect. It was so over the top, so head-ass, it was perfect. But I really loved that. I love how she defended Carlos. That teacher can go die. Wish I could take it back, but I can't. Words already came out. It's on video. He's, like, how they have him is, like, he's ugly. And the problem is, I think he could be cute. I'm gonna say cuter. I'm not gonna say cute. I think he could be cuter. But no one cares, which I sort of get. So that was it for season 1, episode 3, the Wonder Studies. I forget that title so bad. Episode 4 will be coming out very soon because I'm back on it. I'm watching and I'm filming. Okay, at least with this. Let me preface with this. Other videos will be coming out soon now that it's summer and I can actually film. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments on episode 3 or any of the other episodes, let me know. By the time this video goes up, I'll be done with the whole season, so you can comment whatever you want. Not on season 2. I'll kill. Me and my roommate are going to be binging season 2, so that's actually going to be a collective video, not episode by episode like this one, but it'll be, I guess, pretty lengthy since I'm already spending 25 minutes talking about one episode, damn near as long as the episode is. I might as well have done a reaction. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.